How does it feel, your first NCAA championship?
Feels awesome. Surreal right now. I don't know, ask me in a day, I guess, or maybe in a week. Feels pretty nice right now, though. It's been a really fun season. Yeah.
How did you expect it to go today?
Kind of expected it to be a little slower. Not as slow as what it turned out to be. But, I mean, it's championship racing. Everyone wants to be tactical and kick at the end and kind of conserve energy. So that's what it was, and it was physical in there. But, yeah, I've had a lot of physical races this season, so definitely nothing I wasn't unprepared for. And, yeah, I was confident going in, so it feels awesome right now.
At what point do you think you kind of started taking control of things?
In my mind, I was in control the whole time, but probably didn't look that way. It wasn't my best tactical race overall. Kind of got in some spots that I didn't like, and probably wasted a bit of energy in some spots, so there's definitely things I can work on already. But yeah, with a lap to go, I felt like it was in a good spot. Probably shouldn't have conceded the pole position with 200 to go, but yeah, made it work. So
was there ever a spot where you kind of got stuck in panic, or is it just kind of work your way out of it?
I never really panicked. My race plan was it was a pretty loose race plan, just kind of trust myself and get into where I wanted to be with a lap to go. So once I was there, you know, I wasn't like married to a 250 out move or anything. So when things didn't go exactly perfect, it wasn't like I had this miraculous plan that didn't go the way I wanted. So yeah, just kind of trusted myself, and that's what I like to do. So I was ready. Yeah.
Was this part of the plan for NCAA championship to start coming this early?
Not part of the plan. Eventually I was hoping to get one, but as a sophomore is incredible. So hopefully onwards and upwards from here, and I feel like I'm getting better, or throughout the season I felt like I was getting better each week. So we'll see. I might do some postseason races, but it's almost time to get ready for cross, so I'm excited.
Grant, 200 out, you were stride for stride with Justin.
Yeah.
Did you have any doubts that he might hold you off?
Yeah, I mean, Justin's an incredible runner. I wouldn't say I had doubts or anything, but you know, when you're sitting behind a guy like him, you have to respect what he's about to do. So I was confident in myself, and I knew Justin was there to take care of business. So I knew I needed to come out with something special. So not doubt, just more respect for what he could do, and knowing that, it definitely brought the best out in me. Yeah.
What was going through your mind that final 100 meters?
Just kind of hang on. My arms started feeling really heavy, and so did my legs, and I wanted to look up at the screen, and so I did, and saw people right on my heels. So, you know, 100 out, the finish line seems pretty close, but also pretty far. So, yeah, I just tried to go to my arms and work my way there, just one stride at a time. It took a while. It was a long home stretch. Yeah.
Was the slow pace, was that something that you wanted? Because, you know, with the way you kicked the Pac-12s, it seemed like you had the best kick.
Yeah, you know, I felt going into this, I was talking to my coach beforehand, and we felt like I was prepared to run 64s or 74s, and today we were erring on the side of 74. So, you know, that's the way these championship races go, and I thought for a moment, maybe like a mile in, that it would start to pick up a bit more, and it did, but yeah, I'm confident with my kick, and I trust myself a lot. So I wasn't excited when things went slow, but I was comfortable with it. So yeah.
Were you the only Stanford distance man at this meet this year?
Yes.
Was that weird for you?
I guess the weirdest thing was just being in a solo room without a roommate. But yeah, I was joking with Coach Milt before I warmed up for this, and he's like, "Oh, do you want me to come on your warm up with you?" And I was like, "No, I'll be all right." But I know in the future I'll have some guys with me, and you know, we had a bit of bad luck this year with injuries and stuff, and I know as a team we're coming together, and I think next year we'll have a lot more on the distance side and on the sprint side and the throw side too.
Yeah. Did it add any pressure having sort of the weight of the distance program on your shoulders a lot?
Actually, you know, I was talking to a lot of the guys today and yesterday, and it wasn't so much pressure, just knowing that even though those guys aren't here right next to me, they're back on campus and they're doing all the right things. Even the guys that are injured, I know they're out there in the pool. They were out there this morning, and I know the guys cross-training and at PT are getting the work in. So more confident that I have a crew behind me, even if they're not immediately in eyesight. You know, I know that they're there, and yeah, that gives me confidence.
Do you think 5K is going to be your best distance moving forward?
You know, last year, at the end of last year, I'd say yes. This year I felt really strong at 15s. Obviously, I haven't run a very fast one, but I feel like if in this season I hopped into a fast 15, I could crack a pretty quick time. So I don't know. I'm still feeling out both sides of it, and It'd be fun if, I know everyone says this, but it'd be fun if there was a 3K outdoors, but I know that's pretty cliche of everyone to say, but yeah, I mean, coach trains us to be a 5K guy or 15 guy, and I know like a lot of people like to categorize themselves as one or the other, but today I'm a 5K guy, maybe tomorrow I'll be a 15 guy, so I'm ready for anything.
Will you run USAs?
It's not locked in right now. We're definitely exploring the option. I think my 5K time from last year would get me in. I'm not entirely sure what the qualification window is, but it'd just be fun to get out there. I enjoyed it last year getting my butt kicked, but it's just fun racing the pros and all the guys that I look up to a lot. So yeah.
Can you describe the feeling when you crossed the line?
It felt awesome. I was all smiles and really happy. I looked over and my mom was around the fence and got to say hi to them and my dad and some of my other relatives, and just felt so cool. There's a lot of things that have gone into this, and most of it hasn't been myself. It's been other people pulling for me and helping me out when I was injured and coaching me and stuff. So yeah, it felt awesome. But I mean, me running is just the byproduct of a lot of people's work. So yeah.
What's been your biggest challenge this year?
Through the whole year, I'd have to say getting injured in the fall or in the winter. But you know, that's all part of it, and it definitely changed my mindset going into outdoor. I felt so much more drive and fire just going into every race, and even the small ones. So yeah, I mean, the part of my season where I was most disappointed also, I think I can give credit to for a lot of my success in outdoors this year. Yeah.
What was the injury? How long did it take you to get over it?
So I had something going on with my right hip flexor. Everything in there was really tight, and it just made me limp a lot. It wasn't like a definitive injury that put me out, but I was limping so much that my stride was just so far off that if I ran on it, I would probably hurt something else much more severely. So took about 2.5 weeks off. Put me back into the kind of right around maybe 2 weeks out from NCAAs by the time I was back around running, and we just didn't want to push it and try to get a qualifier and run off of 2 weeks of training. So shut it down, which definitely sucked at the time. I was super disappointed, and you know, it's definitely the longest I've ever taken off of running. But yeah, glad to have that behind me. Yeah.
At what point in the outdoor season did a moment like this seem possible for you?
Yeah, my first race, I felt all right. I probably didn't feel confident that I could be out here at the best level until Cardinal Classic when I ran a 5. Felt really confident and just smooth out there and totally in control. And honestly, it felt like yeah, just I was in control of everything, control of myself and in control of the race around me. And I haven't felt like that in college before. So yeah, I mean, this season is the first time I've won a race for Stanford, and it feels good. It feels really good. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.